Hey guys, this is Martin, creator of Comics Blow My Mind, and thanks for tuning in and watching this video. This is our first movie review, and our movie review today is going to be DC animated film Justice League Throne of Atlantis. It just came out, and I had the opportunity to watch it a couple days ago. I have the movie, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on the movie, if you should buy it. I'm going to give it a rating. My rating for movie reviews is 1 through 10. 1 being absolutely horrible, don't buy it. To 10 being absolutely perfect, great, go buy it. And I'm going to give my honest opinion just because I'm a DC fanboy and Marvel fanboy too. I'm not going to be like, go buy it, go buy it. I'm going to give you my honest review for you guys. So basically, Throne of Atlantis, there will be spoilers, by the way. If you don't want to get spoiled, click to the end of the video and I will let you know my score for the movie and if you should buy it or not. If you've seen it and still want to know, my review for it, my thoughts on it, stay tuned. But you've been warned, there will be spoilers. Basically, it's Justice League Throne of Atlantis. It's basically an origin story of Aquaman Arthur Curry. Basically this. If you ever read the comics in the New 52, this is Aquaman Volume 1, The Trench. Basically the origin story of Aquaman. And this is amazing. I totally recommend buying it. But the movie's based on this. Justice League Volume 3, Throne of Atlantis. Basically, it's these two books formed together in a movie right here. I recommend reading these. Go buy it. They're like 14 bucks each. I definitely, written by Jeff Johns. You can't go wrong with Jeff Johns, one of the best comic book writers of all time. Yeah, he brought back Aquaman, man. He made him badass again. And Aquaman gets a lot of bad publicity because of Robot Chicken, Family Guy, the Super Friends. He's not a gay character. I mean, come on, it's 2015 and we're calling him gay. I mean, come on, guys, be tolerant. Aquaman is not gay. He's a phenomenal superhero, and he's one of my favorites. And he's just a badass mofo. But yeah, it's the film starts off dark. His father just died. He's a lighthouse guy, and he's stuck between both worlds. He doesn't know where he belongs. To the sea and the land. He knows he belongs to both, but he just doesn't know where he belongs, and he's struggling with that. His father just died. He's drinking. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know his purpose in life, and you feel bad for him in the film. It's just like, everybody goes through that, sometimes where they don't know where they belong and stuff. But just, it starts off dark, and for a PG-13 movie, it is really bloody, and there's a lot of violence, but it was great. I mean, yeah, I can see why they didn't give it a rated R rating, because the kids, teenagers and all that stuff, but it's still great. If you read comics like I do, Aquaman was in Justice League Origins. It's Volume 1, where this is volume 3 out of like 4 books. Volume 1 is Justice League Origins, where everybody gets together and fights the badass mofo Darkseid that tries to take over Earth, and everybody meets up, everybody knows each other, and Aquaman was in that comic. Now this Justice League War, my opinion, Justice League War is Justice League Beginning. The only difference is, instead of Aquaman, they switch him with Billy Batson, aka Shazam. And at first, when this movie was announced, I was really mad. I was like, what the hell? Some of the best scenes in that comic was from Aquaman, and I was pissed. And then when I watched this, I was like, all right, Billy Batson grew on me, because his reaction on being a part of the Justice League was great. It's like he's a kid in a big man's body, he's like, oh my god, Batman, oh my god, Superman, like he's just nerding out, and I would have the same reaction too. But quick review for Justice League War. Before you go see Justice League Atlantis, go pick this up, go watch this first, enjoy this. My quick review for this one, I give it an 8.5 out of 10, meaning it's really great, worth buying, go pick it up. So do it. But yeah, so Aquaman's not in this one. Towards the end of this movie, spoilers, there's the end credit scene where you see the King of Atlantis in Ocean Master's arms, and they're like, I will get revenge. And teasing us for Justice League or Throne of Atlantis. Good film. But it's a lot different from the comic. Arthur Curry, like I said, both worlds. His mother is the Queen of Atlantis, and his father is a human, and they have relations, and they come up with Arthur Curry. And I felt bad because it was like the mother was kind of like, hey, I delivered the baby. Here you go. Have a good day. And it wasn't really like that, but she had duties at Atlantis, and I could see why she left. But, he was motherless for all his life. And, being motherless, he was not mad at her at all, in the film. If I was my mom, and, I'd be pissed. But he took it like a champ. She knows. She keeps watch over his whole life. And, he knows, he sees her from time to time, and even tells his father, I saw my mother in the movie. And he was like, oh, no, you couldn't have. She left. And I don't think his dad knew his mom was a Queen of Atlantis. I think he just felt like he just abandoned them, and he didn't know. But, the movie Throne of Atlantis didn't really... they should have just did this. They should have just did Aquaman Origins instead, because they didn't really utilize the Justice League like I thought they were going to do. I felt like they were just throwaway characters. The only person I felt for the Justice League was Victor Stone in Throne of Atlantis, because there's that scene in the movie where he's dreaming, and he's in his regular body, and he's and he knows he's dreaming, and the machine, it was like, you have to wake up, and he's like, no, give me more time. And he didn't know where he belonged. He's more machine than man. But I felt bad for Victor. I think Cyborg is an unrated character. I think he's a good superhero, but I just felt like they should have just left the Justice League out of this movie. Superman and Wonder Woman were totally totally in love. They didn't use the Flash. Batman was just Batman. He was just like, oh, let me know the location and I got you. I don't know. The only person that really made me laugh was Billy Batson in the movie. He was hilarious. And Hal Jordan was a little bit hilarious, and they didn't really use the Flash like I thought they were going to use, because the Flash, I think, is the heart of the Justice League. He's just super funny, awesome. But yeah, they didn't really utilize him that much, and that's what made me mad. It's just, they should have just did Aquaman Origins. But it just starts off with them trying to find them coming. They didn't even want to come together. They were forced to get together in Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Billy Batson was like the really one. It's like, we should get together. We should find out what's going on, because it starts off with the submarine with nuclear warheads. It gets attacked by Atlanteans, by Ocean Master, and Ocean Master planted it, and Black Manta, took on the assault in the beginning of the U.S. naval, submarine, and they killed the whole crew, and they took the nuclear warheads. And Justice League was trying to find out what happened, and why. Who did this? What did this? Why is our nuclear warheads missing? So they come together to try to figure it out. And, they go to the ship, or they go to the submarine, and, Cyborg does this cool freaking, Minority Report hologram thing where, he's getting his ass kicked. He was watching himself get his ass kicked because he was there first, and he checked it out, and then the Atlanteans were kicking his ass, and they're just like trying to figure it out. And, and they were trying to find Arthur Curry, because he was like the main part. There was a scientist, I forgot his name, but he knew Arthur was special. He knew that he was from Atlantis too. He's part sea, part human or whatever. And, Justice League found him while he was kicking some ass, and they were helping him kick some ass. And basically, Ocean Master just reminded me of Loki in the DC universe. In the Marvel universe. He's just whining like, my parents don't love me, and I'm jealous of my brother. But that's just how I felt. Ocean Master was just a weak villain in the movie. In the comic, he was great. And in the comic, he was amazing, but in the movie, he was just a whiny bitch, and he wasn't terrifying to me. Now, Black Manta, I'm so mad they didn't utilize Black Manta the way they were supposed to, because Black Manta in the comics is freaking amazing. He's a beast. He's Aquaman's #1 villain, you know. He's basically, in the film, he was basically Batman of the sea. He basically did all the attacks, all the strategies, all that. That's how I saw it. He was Batman of the sea. And they just didn't use those villains properly. And I think the end scene, I think the movie could have been longer. I think the war at the very end of the movie, you know, like his Ocean Master killed, you know, Arthur's mom, and he killed his mom, and was saying it was the Earth dwellers, and you know they try to get Atlantis against the Earth dwellers, and that's when the war happens. And it starts off in the middle of the film. They Black Manta is in this ship, and he disguises it as a U.S. submarine going over Atlantis with nukes or with bombs, and people of Atlantis were dying and were being blown up. And then that's when Ocean Master came, was like, "Did you see the Earth dwellers? Blah blah blah. They took our land." You know, kind of like, you know, he was like, "Oh, blah 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 blah." So you know, they rallied up and going against the land dwellers, and that's when they come on land in the Justice League form. The very ending wasn't good. It was just he took I don't know if he took an arrow to the knee or the trident to the knee. It was kind of like a Skyrim reference. This Ocean Master was like, and you know, that was it. It wasn't a great film. It was good. It was a good film. I know I didn't talk about the whole movie because there's so much to talk about. But my review, 1 out of 10, I give it a 7.5. Usually an 8 and up are great, and anything 8 and down are good or horrible. It's a 7.5 in my opinion. It's good, but not great. Is it worth buying? Yes, it is worth buying, putting into the DVD collection, DC animated. The one thing that Warner Brothers and DC, you know, do right is their animated movies. They're great, they're fun, they're awesome to watch. So I recommend buying it, or recommend, you know, not this one. Well, yeah, buy Justice League War, but, you know, digitally or on Blu-ray, DVD, buy Justice League Throne of Atlantis. It's worth buying. I highly recommend it. It's a good film. It's definitely makes Aquaman. It does its job. It makes Aquaman look like a fucking badass, and it's true. He's a badass. So my review, my final results is I give it a 7.5 out of 10. And yes, you should buy it. Go right now. Go pick it up. DVD, Blu-ray, digital, doesn't matter. And while you're at it, go pick up Justice League War. Go pick up Aquaman Volume 1, The Trench. And definitely go pick up all 4 volumes of the Justice League from New 52. And before I let this video go, I want to say thanks for everyone that supported this YouTube channel. I know we have 30 subscribers, and 30. I'm just happy people are watching the videos, and I'm going to be the best comic book host on Facebook. I'm sorry, I will be. I promise you. In the first video, I'm very entertaining. I'm going to make you guys laugh, smile, cry, all that good shit. But I want to say thank you to all the fans, Facebook fans. From Comics Blowing My Mind, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being awesome, and be who you are. Don't change yourself for nobody. You know, nerds rule. And just remember, live, laugh, and love, and always smile. I will see you in the next video, and make sure to subscribe, give this like, and oh, one more thing. Give me your review, too, of Justice League Throne of Atlantis in the comments below. I'd love to see what your score you gave it. I know my opinion is going to be a lot different than yours, but hey, I'd still love to know. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, guys.